Hi, my name is Janine Miller, and I'm the author of Pieces of Victory. I would like to talk to everyone today about grieving and share my story about grieving, especially if someone had lost someone special, someone that they loved, and coping with it, especially just during this time of year. Hopefully my story will resonate with someone and will help them get through one of the darkest times, because grieving is not fun. Grieving is a real thing, and grieving is something that I believe could last for years, decades, and it all depends on someone's healing process. But if we can help each other out in coping, I believe that is more than half the battle. So my story is as such. I lost my boyfriend in December of 2022. I didn't find out until June. He gave me 3 signs, and it prompted me to email him and text him, and there was no communication back, and I knew something was wrong. So I looked his name up and found his obituary, and that's how I found out. I'm able to communicate, so the first thing I did was call his name, and I was able to communicate. Now, whether that's all in my head or not, could be a coping mechanism. You never know, but the point I'm making is I'm able to do it in my head, and that's all that matters, because that's what gets me up in the morning, and that's what makes me live my best life. And I'm not in a corner somewhere or taking any medication. So as soon as I found out, I asked him, can you help me with business, because it's a little slow? And then all of a sudden I get a call, and it's from a client, and off to work I go, off to the Cosmo I go. I'm a licensed massage therapist, by the way, as well as an author. And I worked that night, merely because I'm able to communicate. So all the way there, I was talking and crying and talking and crying. And I know that was probably not a good thing, and I don't encourage anyone to do this at home, but I did it, and I worked. And I also lost 10 pounds in 1 week, in spite of the fact that I can communicate. Just my body shut down. I'm Italian. I live to eat. I love eating. So for me, not to eat is a big deal. I could be on my deathbed, no pun intended, and I can eat, no problem. Nauseous, not a problem. You get the idea. So it must have been pretty bad, right? And my body just shut down. It was just involuntary. Can you imagine if I wasn't able to communicate? So at any rate, I wanted to do something special for him and be romantic, and I post something special for him all the time. I celebrate his birthday, we celebrate mine together, I sketch for him, I paint for him. I feel like it really brought out my passion and my zest for life, because I'm able to communicate. At first, I let my ego get in the way, and I think that was part of my grieving, was that I let my ego get in the way. But once I got past that, I was fine. So no hard feelings on how I found out. I'm past that. I feel like I have a gift, that I'm able to communicate, and I feel that we all have this gift. We just have to tune into it. So I hope that gives someone hope. I would like to share a story. As I was driving, this is after he passed away. I know it's all confusing. I'm driving down Sahara, and I pass up the family music store, and I said, you know, I want to learn how to play the piano. And I was trying to be romantic, and give him a gift of learning how to play the piano and perhaps compose music. So he said, why on earth are you going to pay somebody to teach you how to play the piano when you have the greatest piano player right by your side? And I thought for a minute, and how are you going to help me? I said, you're going to have to start from 4 years old, a 4-year-old's perspective. Good luck, Chuck. So we came back home and I'm at the keyboard and I'm trying to resurrect My Immortal by Evanescence. Nope, can't do it. If you don't use it, you lose it. So I wasn't able to remember Evanescence, My Immortal. And all of a sudden, my hand started moving to his energy and building dexterity, because when you have someone who's a licensed massage therapist, you sort of need your hands, and you can't exactly play Beethoven through somebody if they're not used to it. If they're not used to, how about Mary had a little lamb? I just don't know. Anyway, so funny. Evanescence was pretty much it. If you go back to my Instagram, I didn't start playing the piano with his energy until June of 2023. If you go back further, there's maybe 1 or 2 videos of me playing Evanescence, My Immortal. And if you look at how I'm playing, my finger positioning is different. It's very basic, and you can see the progression. When I played and it's My Essence, which I haven't in I don't know how long, you can see me clearly looking at the keyboard. Don't talk to me, don't touch me, don't look at me, because if you do, I'm going to mess up. And that's how I play the piano. I have to look at the keyboard. So his Essence, I don't have to look. And it was pretty cool, especially at the very beginning, and it still is cool because it's layering. A lot of it is layering. I didn't even know what a trill was. I had to look that up. I'm sorry. And staccato. I've never played staccato on a piano. Do I know music theory? Heavens no. And a crossover, I thought crossing over was, oh, am I going to the other side now? Crossing over, funny, huh? Right. That's about it. I'm very basic. I don't know music theory, and I just play by energy. So there's my story, building up my dexterity, layering. The whole point I'm making is, if you're feeling very depressed during this time of year and you're missing your loved ones, and I really feel that grief is the mere fact that people feel that they're cut off from communication. So when you feel like you're cut off from communication, whether you're with someone who's in human form, or if they lost their form and they passed away, but their energy lives on, a lot of times people feel that they can't communicate. And it's hard for people when they want to have a conversation. So I say, whether you are just talking to someone and not being able to hear, they hear. If you can hear them, great. If you can't, don't beat yourself up over it. There's so many different ways of communicating. You can draw for them, you can paint for them, you can play music for them, you can give a gift of their heart, or even a memory. Pull up one of your memories of them and give them a gift of your heart. They hear you, they see you, they feel you. They feel your essence, just like you're capable of feeling theirs. Always remember that. You can feel their essence. And as long as you have that, it will get you up in the morning. It'll help you cope. It'll get you through the darkest times of your life, because it got me through mine. So I hope that I'm able to help someone today, and please have a Merry Christmas.